Main Street in Ellicott City is officially open again. It's been a little over 2 months since that flash flooding devastated the historic downtown and killed 2 people.
And while the roadblocks are now clear, a number of restaurants and stores are still closed for business. ABC 2's Mallory Safaste is live with more on their continued efforts to rebuild. Mallory?
Hey guys, yeah, they just reopened this final stretch at 5. You can see the first cars rolling in there now. They changed the traffic lights, but there was no ribbon cutting, no grand ceremony, and that's because the reopening of this road is mostly so that people can continue working, keep getting back on their feet. So the historic district with the great shopping, the great dining that you remember, that's still a long ways off. When we first met Chip Spencer 2 months ago, he was in line with other Main Street residents, anxiously awaiting his turn to be brought down to his home. But what he didn't know was that a few hours later, the county would announce their plans to tear down the building he lived in.
We got word of an impending collapse of 2 buildings down in Ellicott City.
It just ripped my heart out. It's still hard to think about.
Fortunately, they were able to figure out a way to preserve the 2 buildings, but last Saturday was the first time Spencer was able to get in and finally take stock of his most valuable belongings.
This was my grandparents', and it's one of the pieces I really didn't want to lose.
It's still going to be a while before he calls this home again. Construction is expected to take another year.
This was a store out of our past, and this was another store, Joan Eve.
While Spencer waits for the day he can move back in, a few doors up the street, Craig Coyne Jewelers prepares for their permanent exit.
We were one of the first businesses to announce publicly that we had no intentions to come back to town.
Security camera footage showed the destruction caused by the flooding. Sam Coyne said it was just too much damage and not enough county assistance that influenced him to move his business of 16 years to another location.
Someone has to be the last in line, and unfortunately it was us in every situation. So I wasn't given access to my building. I couldn't even get the structural engineer from my insurance company here with approval for 45 days.
He, along with others, took a serious hit to their incomes. The foot traffic that comes with the reopening of Main Street is expected to spur future business. But right now, the current state of the once bustling downtown still resembles a construction zone. And looking around, I mean, how much has this changed?
It's like a ghost town. A couple of my neighbors have moved back in, but it's a ghost town down here. It's surreal to be down here.
Up and down the street, but if you do come down here, you will see a lot of boarded up businesses, but there has still been a lot of progress done, and it's only going to continue. Now, if you do want to help, you can donate to the Ellicott City Partnership or come down here, come check out the businesses that are open, and as they continue to reopen one by one. Reporting live in Ellicott City, Mallory Safaste, ABC 2 News.